So once I declare the class as a final, it means it cannot be extended further, right? So a string class is by default as a final class, and it's an inbuilt class. Java inbuilt class as a string, right? So we can also
But
declare
sir,
a variable of a string type, and even we can create an object of a string type,
sir,
right? आप string type का एक variable भी declare कर सकते हो इस तरीके से, and you can also create the object of that class. आप ऐसे object भी create कर सकते हो उसका, right? Now what is the difference?
सर अगर किसी एक क्लास के अंदर अगर स्ट्रिंग हो तो हम उसको एक्सटेंड नहीं कर सकते क्या सर? इनहेरिट नहीं कर सकते?
उस क्लास को इनहेरिट कर सकते हो, स्ट्रिंग खुद एक
हाँ,
क्लास है. इट मींस
अच्छा,
one second, let me show
कोई
you.
डिफरेंट क्लास।
String is itself a class.
हम्म,
It means what? There is a class like this, a string, and this class is
अच्छा, अच्छा,
final,
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है।
right? This
हाँ,
string
ओके
class
सर,
is final. It
ओके सर।
means if you try to inherit this class, like class, my class extends string, it will give an error, right? Because a string class is a final class, so you cannot inherit it, right?
हाँ, राइट,
Clear?
यस सर।
So first of all, a string is a final class and it's an inbuilt class. So we can also create the object of that class, and we can directly declare the variable of a string type as well. But there is a little bit of difference between creating the object of the class and declaring a direct variable of a string type, not declaring the object, right? So to understand this thing, we have to first of all understand what is the difference between literals and object. So this is basically what? This is a string literal, not a string object, right? So what it is doing, the object is being created whenever we call the function with the help of new keyword, right? So if we declare an object with the help of new keyword, it means we are trying to create the object, right? So in this example, n is the object of a string, right? Because it's being created with the help of new keyword. But in this example, when whenever I am directly declaring a variable of a string type, it's not object, it's a string literal, right? Now what is the difference? The difference is, if you declare a string literal, so what it does, suppose you declared a variable, a string name, and what is the value? The value is
जावा,
Java tutorial, right?
यस
Again
सर।
you are declaring another variable, name one, right? So what it does, it does not allocate the new memory to another variable. Listen carefully. Once I declare the name variable, in the memory, a new space is allocated to a variable Java name and the value Java tutorial, right? But again, I declare another variable name one and the value is the same Java tutorial, right? It means the new space is not allocated over there. Why? That is managed with the help of string pool. What is it? A string pool. It means if we create a string variable, first of all, it checks in the string pool whether it's already present over there or not. So if the variable is already over there, it's not allocate memory again. It uses the same memory buffer, right? Right? So this
Yes, sir.
basic concept is over there. Suppose we declare a new value variable. Suppose the value is now not Java tutorial, it's Python tutorial. Then another variable is created over there because that is not present in the memory string pool, right? क्लियर हो गया? यानी
Yes, sir.
हमारे पास कोई भी अगर हम वेरिएबल बनाते हैं तो वो वेरिएबल स्ट्रिंग पूल में जाके क्रिएट होता है और हम सब एक और वेरिएबल बनाते हैं तो पहले वो चेक होता है कि क्या वो स्ट्रिंग पूल के अंदर है या फिर वो नहीं है। अगर वो नहीं है तभी वो वेरिएबल बनता है, राइट। बट इफ वो वैल्यू ऑलरेडी है, जैसे अभी इस एग्जांपल में देखो, जावा ट्यूटोरियल ऑलरेडी मैंने एक्सप्लेन, मतलब मैंने क्रिएट कर दिया है नेम वेरिएबल के अंदर। तो अगेन इफ आई क्रिएट अनदर वेरिएबल विद नेम 1, इट मींस the same value is being stored where in the string pool. It means we don't need to give another memory, right? Right.
Yes,
But
sir.
if
Yes,
we
sir.
create two objects with the help of new keyword, it means two different objects are created. जब आप न्यू कीवर्ड से ऑब्जेक्ट बनाते हो तो मेमोरी शेयर नहीं होती, then no string pool is there. It means there are two different objects. Still the value is same, but these are two different objects, right? But if you declare the variable like string s equal to hello, string s1 equal to hello, it means what? There is a single variable and both are assigning to these value, right? How? Let me show you. It means this is the value hello, suppose, right? And if we declare two variables, it means right, it means n and n1. I declare two variables with the value hello. It means what? Both variable assigning to a single value,
Yes, sir.
right? Two different values are not there, the value is the same. It means string pool is managing those values, right? This is the difference between declaring a variable and creating the objects, right? Right. अगर आप
Yes,
न्यू
sir.
कीवर्ड से ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करते हो, इट मींस दो जगह मेमोरी बनेगी। अगर आप इसको न्यू कीवर्ड से करते तो क्या होता, एक हेलो बनता है n1 के लिए, एक और हेलो बन जाता है, एक और ब्लॉक n के लिए, राइट। बट इन दिस एग्जांपल अगर हम दो वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं, स्ट्रिंग n स्ट्रिंग n1, इट मींस सेम मेमोरी पूल को वो स्ट्रिंग पूल को वो मैनेज करेंगे, राइट। अलग से मेमोरी एलोकेट नहीं होगी उसके लिए। क्लियर? एनी डाउट? Now still we have some important functions which we can operate on a string, right? So there is a list of direct function. First of all, I'll explain the functions, then later we can try with the dry run of those functions, and you can see the output as well. So these are the functions basically. The first function is for comparing the strings. So strings is not being compared directly, like if I have two variables s and s1, so I'll not compare them by writing like if s equal to s1. No, nothing like that. I'll compare those values, no, not those string variables, right? I want to compare those values. So integer value, float value can be directly compared, but the value of string variables cannot be directly compared, right? So what I have to do, I have to compare those values with the help of equals function. How? Equals function. So equals function. So what is the definition of the equals function? Equals function compares the two strings, whether those strings are equal or not, right? So what is the return type of that equal function? The return type of the equal function is Boolean. Boolean means what?
Oh, true or false?
Either it's true or false, right? So how the
Yes,
equals
sir.
function is being performed? Suppose I have two strings s and s1. So how I will compare? If s dot equals, in the bracket I'll pass s1, right? After that I'll enclose the s bracket and another if bracket also, right? So this is the way how we can create, how we can compare two strings with the help of equals function. We already did that. We are already using in project as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Equals function you are very much comfortable already, I think so. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
is it?
sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So there is a different function which works similar as with equals, and the function is equals ignore case, right? So what is the difference between equals and equals ignore case? In case of equals, if both strings are the same but case doesn't match, it means what? The answer is false. If I am trying to compare two string variables, and first is a small case of hello and another string is capital case hello, it means what?
Okay.
It means
So
what?
there are
If I'll compare them, it means result is false.
false.
If I'll compare with equals, right? But if I compares with equals ignore case, it means I am ignoring the case. Case doesn't matter, right? Case doesn't matter. It means if it is a small case or it's capital case, it doesn't matter. The result is true, right?
Yes,
Got it?
sir.
Any doubt?
Yes. No, sir.
Next function is length function. Suppose I have a string hello and I want to check how many number of the characters are there, including the space as well. So the function is the length function, right? So length function, what it does, it gives the total length of the string, right?
Okay,
Including the
sir.
space as well. So how we can call the function length function? Suppose I have a function or I have a variable string s equal to hello, and I have to count the number of characters in it. So how I will call
Length.
s dot length, right? Later on in the example, I already call all the functions, right? So now we'll just trying to discuss the functions. So length function you already aware. So what is the function, important function, next one, that is caret function. So what it does, caret, this function returns the character at the given index, right? So in this function we pass the position or the index we can say, and it returns the character at that particular index. Suppose I have my name, right? And I want to check on the second index what is the character, right? So I can call this function. My name is suppose is stored in name variable. So how I will call the function? Name dot caret
Caret.
index की जगह I can put on 2, 3 and any other index. No negative
Okay.
index is there, right? Index starts from the 0 and it goes till up to length minus 1, because length is not the index, right? Length is beyond the last index. Suppose a string has 5 characters, it means the maximum index is 4, right? The characters are stored from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So index function, what it does, caret function, what it does, it returns the character. So what is the return type of this function? Return type is char.
Char.
So if I assign the value returned by this function, I have to declare a variable with the char type, right? Right? Now,
Okay.
next function is index of function. And this is the total opposite function of caret. In caret, what I give? I give the index.
Correct.
What it returns? It returns the character at that particular index, right? But in case of index of, I give the char, I give the character, right? And it returns the index of that character, right? Suppose there is a string hello, right? And I want to check what is the index of e. So the function is index of. So how we'll call this function? Suppose
Index of.
it is stored in s. Even it's not always true, I'll call the functions with the help of variable name. I can call those functions by you can say the value of the string. Like suppose I directly can call like hello double quotes dot index of in single quote e,
Okay.
right? Right? So
Yes,
directly,
sir.
not only I can call the functions with the variable, but directly I can call with the values as well. Instead of writing the variables, I can also write the value, the string values, right? So in this example, index of, if I call the function with suppose hello dot index of e, So what it returns?
E
E. What is
character
the
ना,
index of E in hello?
तो सेकंड पे है वो 1 0
1. It's 1 because
1
index
1
starts from the 0. So
1
H
1 1
index is on 0 and E is stored in 1, right?
1
Yes,
Index
sir.
E is 1, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
no
No,
sir.
sir.
So now next question is, suppose there are multiple characters, then what it does? So index of function returns the occurrence of first character. Suppose in case of L, what it will return? So it will return the index of first L.
Two.
Right? In hello, the index of L is what? It's 2,
Two.
right? But there is another function. With the help of that, we can extract the index of a
Sir,
character.
there is two
At the
hello ना
last,
in
yeah.
बट सर हेलो में जो दो एल है ना तो वो टू थोड़ी बताएगा
क्या बताएगा?
सर 2 और 3 बताना चाहिए उसको क्योंकि
और
दो एल
3
है
बताना चाहिए. But at a time, it will give a single index. And if I am calling index of function, it means I already told you it will give the first index, right?
ओके सर
And
Yes,
if
sir.
you want the last index, there is another function as well. Last index of,
हाँ उसके ऊपर वो
right?
लास्ट
It
वाला
will return the last index. But suppose
वो
L is
फिर 1 आएगा
3, 4, 5, 6 times. Then either we can extract the first index or we can extract the last index.
लास्ट इंडेक्स ओके सर
Between index, there is no rule, right?
ओके
At a time, we cannot
Okay, sir.
extract that. Clear?
सर अगर हम लास्ट इंडेक्स लगाते हैं तो सेकंड वाले एल की क्या देगा वो
Yes,
1
yes, yes.
देगा
3, 3, 3.
3 ओके
Start
ओके
and the
ठीक है
start index is
स्टार्ट से
H0, E,
ठीक है सर
right?
ओके ओके
3, it will return 3. Because second, in this example, see over here, are you seeing the cursor? You able to see the
यस सर
cursor?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
if I call last index of, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the index of L, right? Right? So it will give 3. Clear? Any doubt?
Sir. No, sir.
Got it? Okay. Now there is another function. The function is trim. What it does?
सर वो
You know?
स्पेस वाला यस सर
Yeah, this function removes the leading and trailing white spaces. It means if
यस
there is unnecessary spaces between, no between the starting of the string or at
स्टार्टिंग
end of the
एंड ऑफ
string. So it removes that, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? So trim
No,
function
sir.
is very much useful if we are taking the inputs from the user, because in that case there is unnecessary spaces, and that already can make the different meaning of the string, right? Suppose I am inputting the string password and there is some other extra spaces, so the meaning is different, right? Clear? So if we compare two
Yes, sir.
strings, the values is not equal, because if I compare space space hello with only hello, so the answer is false, because the strings are not equal, right? So first of all, I
Yes,
have
sir.
to remove the extra spaces. So how can I do that? With the help of trim function. So trim removes the leading and the trailing white spaces. It does not affect the between spaces, right? Now what is the next function? And the function is substring. So what it does? I can extract a particular character from a given index, right? What is the function? Caret. But suppose I have to extract multiple characters and from a different position to a different position, right? So what is the function? Function is substring. Clear?
स्ट्रिंग
What it does? Substring. So it extract a particular string, multiple characters, number of combinations of the characters. It returns a group of the characters. It returns, right? So
Yes, sir.
substring is the function that extract a portion of the string, or we can say the substring, from a particular index to the given index. And we have to also pass how many characters are there, right? So how we do this? We call the function, suppose, let me show you with one more example. First of all, I'm just clearing all this one and I'm giving you one more example. This is the example where I'm writing. Suppose I have hello, right? And I want to extract the substring, right? I want to extract, suppose E and L, right? So I'll do that. How I will do that? I'll call the substring function, substring. What,
Into
first of all, I have to give beginning index from where I want to start the extraction. It means from where I want to start, I want E. It means what is the starting index?
1 0
1, right? Comma. And what is
2
the last index?
4,
दो की निकालनी है सर, ई और एल की निकालनी है ना,
Yes.
तो 2
Mm-hmm.
2
3.
2.
Last
0
index to 3.
Okay.
लास्ट इंडेक्स 3, लास्ट वाला 3 है सर,
Okay.
लास्ट इंडेक्स 3 है एंड वो वाला 2
Okay.
है.
Okay. Let me show you in the below example. What is the exact value we have to pass on, right? So substring is the function which is overloaded. You are aware about overloading?
Sir.
Yes
You
sir,
know that?
yes sir.
Yes, sir.
What is overloading? Overloading
Sir,
means the
तो
function
मतलब
may have different number of argument.
number of arguments.
Similarly, in this example, you can pass two values and you can pass one value as well, right?
Yes.
So if you pass only single value, single index, it means starting from that index up to the last index, the substring is there. Suppose I only give this one. So what is the output?
H E
ELLO. Starting from the
ELL.
one to the end,
Yes, sir.
And then
right?
Yes, sir.
Starting from one to end. Clear?
And
Doubt? So what is the, and if we pass two argument, it means starting from first to till second.
second
Two arguments are there. First is the starting index and the second one is the ending index, right?
and next.
Clear? Any doubt? So we'll see what is the output in the below example, right? So next function is contains function. So what it does, contains means we can directly check in the whole string whether a particular string is available or not. Suppose I have a big string like hello, how are you, I'm fine, right? And I want to check whether it's containing my name or not, because if it's doing something different, it means both strings are equal. It's not doing like this string has this string or not. But in this example, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to find a substring in a bigger string, if that is available or not, right? So how I will do that? I can use contains function. Suppose I have to check if hello dot contains ll. So what is the output? If I say if hello dot contains, right, ll,
True.
it does.
True.
Yes, what is the output? True.
True.
Because hello is containing what? ll,
well.
right?
Yes, sir.
Right? And if I say ell, what is the output?
True.
True.
True. If I say lel, what is the output?
False.
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 Because it's not containing lel, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So directly you can search a particular substring in a bigger string, right? Now there are some more functions.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, is it necessary to put that contain function in that program?
In
In our program, sir, it is necessary to put contain function.
no. It depends on your requirement. No function is necessary. Suppose you have a bigger string and if you want to search whether some small string is present in that string or not, you can directly search that string with the help of contains function, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Whenever is necessary, you can apply the function. It's not mandatory, right?
Yes. Okay, sir.
Suppose you have an email ID and you want to check this email has at the rate or not. So you cannot use equals, right?
Yes, sir.
So there are two ways. First of all, either you extract a character by
तो
character,
हम
character by
एक भी
character till
सेक्टर
the last, extract the whole characters till the last and compare all the characters, whether it's at the rate, whether it's at the rate, whether, or directly you can compare if
ओके
email
ओके
dot contains at the rate. So if
ठीक
there is at the rate,
और
it will return true, otherwise it will return false, right?
ओके सर
Now there are two more functions, and first is the two uppercase and the second one is two lowercase.
टू लोअर
It's already clear with the name what they are doing.
केस यस
They are doing
सर
the two uppercase function is converting what?
कैपिटल और स्मॉल वाला
Yeah. Converting R given a string into uppercase, right? And two lowercase similarly is doing the opposite. It's converting the whole string into lowercase. What it does,
Lowercase.
if the string is already in lowercase and we are trying to call the function to lowercase, so it does not affect, right? Because the value is already in the same case, we are trying to change. That means it's already the same value, right? So we can see what these functions are doing if you try to run these examples. These are basically the simple commands cut to cut. So this is a name variable and what I have assigned Java tutorial, right? So in first example, what I'm doing, I'm comparing name dot equals Java tutorial. So what is the output?
ट्रू जावा ट्यूटोरियल
Yeah, tell me what is the output?
सर इक्वल एंड जावा ट्यूटोरियल तो
Java tutorial.
So output is true or something else?
ट्रू
No, it's not true. It's false. See the case,
हाँ सर कैपिटल है टी ठीक है सर
right?
फॉल्स
So
Yes,
answer
sir.
is false. But in next
तो जी
example,
भी
it's
कैपिटल
true
है
because case is ignored, right?
इक्वल
So
टू लोअर केस
see
ठीक है
carefully. See carefully. If a
ओके
small
सर
command is there, see carefully, right?
ओके
Now
Yes, sir.
come to the next function, name dot length. Oh
0
my god. So output is not over there, okay? So you can try
0
yourself and you can write down the output. I'll see why the images are not coming. So output is already written there. There is some typing mistake or something else. I'll see, okay? So in this example,
Sir.
what is the function? What this function will return? The total length. And it's I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 or 14 something, okay?
13.
13, yeah, I
4
think so, 13.
7 8 9 10 12 है सर
12, or
गैप भी होता है गैप भी होता है
it will also count
अच्छा
the
गैप
space,
हाँ हाँ ठीक
okay?
है
So
13
it's
13
13,
13
yeah?
13
Next function, name dot caret 2, it means what?
V
V
0, 1, 2, yeah, V, right.
V
Now what? Name dot index of H,
H
सर
false
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 no. False is not
index
the return type of index,
index of H
yeah.
सर वो तो है नहीं इसमें
Then what's up? If the character is not available, it means it returns -1.
-1 ओके
Yeah,
minus
got
1.
it? So what is the index of H?
Minus
-1
-1. If I say index of A, what it will return?
1
1 or 2
0 1
or 3?
1
1
1. Why not 3?
1
सर वो तो लोअर इंडेक्स है ना
3
नहीं वो
लोअर
पीछे से
will
वो
not
पीछे
find.
से beginning
We cannot find 3 because if I call the function last index of, so what it will give? 11. 11 because the last one A, right?
yes sir
Either we can call the last one A,
yes, sir.
this one, or this one A, right?
ओके सर
yes sir
So I have not used the last index, so you can try yourself, right?
ओके
yes
But
sir
in this example, the index of function will return -1, right? Because if the string is not available, you can directly use, right? the function returns -1, right? Now in this example, if say name dot contains tutes, true, false,
False.
False.
false, it will return false because tutes is not there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yes, sir.
name dot to uppercase,
Java
it will
tutorial.
print the whole string into uppercase, right?
Java
To
tutorial.
lowercase,
उसे small में कर देगा.
yeah, right? Now
Yes, sir.
right, any doubt?
No, sir.
Now you have a small assignment for tomorrow class, and the assignment is, suppose I have a field for taking the input the email, and I want to validate whether it's a valid email or not, and I'll check that it's a valid email if the email is containing @ but I don't want to use contains, without using contains, right? Clear?
ठीक है.
Got
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yeah.
Any doubt? And
No, sir.
another program,
सर मीटिंग खत्म होने वाली है.
how much times?
Seconds.
1 minute.
Less than a minute.
Less than 1 minute.
Okay, okay. Trying to finish the query. String name equal to, suppose this is a string, right? Count the words, count the number of variable vowels and consonant, right?
Yes, sir.
Any string, take the input any string, count the number of word, vowel and consonant, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's all from today class, and we'll join on tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
And run all the programs and commands, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. That's all for today. Thank you.